Matthew Elvers, and in this video we will be going over assignment 6. So, what is the objective of this assignment? Our objective is to build a centralized alert management system. So let's go into the code so I can show you what that looks like. So the first class that you see right here, its entire role is just to make sure that the threat level range is capped at 1 to 10. So if I were to enter in 0, then this would step in and say this is invalid. If I were to type in 11, it would, say this is invalid. So that's essentially what this class does. And then moving on to this class, so starting off with the security alert class, this constructor basically asks as the gatekeeper, before I actually, save the ID, the description, and the threat level, I have to check to make sure that the threat level is between 1 and 10. So by doing that, we import this class right here. So these two classes work together simultaneously. And then down here, to handle the sorting requirement, what's it called? I had the security alert class implement the comparable interface. So the compare to method right here that you see, yeah, right here, um, it essentially, instead of trying to write some complicated sorting loop from scratch, this line just tells Java how to compare two alerts by looking at their threat levels. Because of this, we can easily use Java's built-in collections tools later to sort everything from lowest to highest threat. So that's the role for the compare to. That's what we're going to be using it for. And then going over here, I'm going to run the code, and then we will go through the code while we run it. So I'm going to start off with view so I can show you that it says that we don't have any active alerts that I've added. And let me scroll down to here. So as you can see, no active alerts, and then it lists current alerts when I actually add them. So let's start off with adding one. So give me 1 second. So the first one we're gonna add is scan 12. And then the description, port, scanning, activity. And then threat level is going to be a 3. And then I will press view. So now you can see that that has been put in the database. So now it's saying that this is one of the alerts that will pop up if it's, detected. So the scan 12 is the current alert is a level 3, as you can see. And then let me add another one. And then I'm going to add key 04 and then key logger detected. And then threat level 8. And then we press view again. As you can see, it now has that in there. So let me go to add and add one more. Breach 99, database, data leak. And then the threat level is going to be a 10. So let's go to view, and all three of them are now in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle. So you can see that I didn't, just put the order simply from lowest to highest automatically. So I'm just going to shuffle it and then view. And as you can see, it's 10, 3, 8. And then now I'm going to use the sort button to then list it from lowest to highest. And then now it's listed from 3 to 8 to 10. And then last one is extremes. And this tells you what's the lowest threat and what's the highest threat. And we told you that's what this is used for. The comparative is used for to to tell us what is the lowest threat and what is the highest threat. So it tells us the lowest threat is scan 12, the highest threat is breach 99. And they do that by seeing that scan 12 is level 3 and breach 99 is level 10. And then that is the end of the code. So that is it for the code, and that is it for this assignment. So thank you for listening, and thank you for your time. Take care.